Okay, fuel is on both. We have virtually full tanks. Mixture is rich. Primer is in and locked. Trim tab is neutral. Run up to 1600. I think these planes, they like 1700. And we turn off the left mag, and we see a drop of 100 RPMs. Back to both, it recovers. Turn off the right mag. We see a drop of 100.
Left crosswind, runway 12, Caldwell.
Back to both, it recovers, and we turn the carb heat on. Less drop than I expect to see, but there's a drop, and we recover because it's already so hot out. We've got good oil pressure, good oil temp, and a slight positive on the amperage. And there is no vacuum in this plane. We're going to turn on landing lights and nav lights. Flaps set for takeoff. We're going to do a standard takeoff. Doors are secure. Seat belts are secure. Parking brake is off. Okay, I'd like to brief three emergencies. If we see less than 2200 RPMs before liftoff, then I immediately throttle back, yoke back, get on the brakes, and exit. If I see less than 2200 RPM or oil instruments out of the green after liftoff with runway remaining, I immediately throttle back, hit full flaps, nose down, and land. Yeah, that's because I'm low RPMs. It'll come up. Land, yoke back, flaps up, on the brakes, and exit. If we see any of those things after liftoff with no runway remaining, we immediately bring on carb heat. Pitch for best glide of 80. I double check mixture rich, fuel on both, carb heat is on, primer in and locked, keys are on both. If none of that has done anything for me, I've picked a slot straight ahead or slightly to the left or to the right. We'll start making our way over there. We'll hit the ELT beacon on. The red is on. We'll squawk 7700. Communicate if we have time. As we get to where we can land, bring on full flaps. That's when I'll have you open the doors, and then it's just a matter of landing and calling Lindsay and telling her I crashed the plane. Our abort point is the windsock. If we are not off by the windsock, we abort the takeoff and figure out why. We should be good. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Window is secured. Yours is secured. Does yours even open? The other plane, they both open. I feel gypped. Okay, now I like to park up here on a pretty extreme angle and make sure I don't see anyone. I haven't heard anyone. Napa traffic, Skyhawk 4464 Romeo, departing runway 11 Napa. And here we go. I check the other end of the runway, make sure there's no one there. And I make sure there's a 1-1 on the runway, and we're coming around to a 1-1 here. And we bring on full power. We've got good RPMs. Oil instruments look good. Airspeed is alive. And there's 60. And we are off the ground.
Wow.
There's the windsock. That's our abort point. Engine instruments look good. Oil instruments look good. This thing I always have to nose down after takeoff to get my...
Left crosswind,
nice day to fly.
Very nice.
Okay, so we're at, I let us drop. We're at 4,850. So we'll do that. And we'll roll into it. And as we pass 30, pull back and bring on power. And then we just hold 45 degrees right there. And the trick, if we do this right, it's nice and boring. Just hold this 45 degrees right here until we meet past Troy and Joe here in just a minute. Right about there, start rolling out. Oh, I went way past it. Oh, I didn't feel our wake turbulence.
Our wake turbulence?
Wake. So
Wake, our own wake.
our own wake, yeah. The plane leaves a wake in the air. Let's try one to the right. Okay, so it's your airplane. That means feet on the pedals and hands on there. And take us to a heading of 180. Left turn to a heading of 180.
Alright, I'm not sure where I'm looking for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've got your heading here and here, but this is really your heading indicator. Here, let me take it real quick.
Yep.
So what we've got here is called mountain wave turbulence.
Oh, because of the mountains?
Yep. Just like the rocks in a river does the same thing to the air. So we're getting right up against these mountains and the wind is coming off and just kind of rolling around a little bit. So see, I'd be watching this. I said 180, but we want to kind of get back around out of this here. Gonna give us a little trim here. This is, we're almost at a 30-degree angle of bank.
Alright, where was that 30-degree angle of bank? Oh, right there.
Right there. So this is 0. Okay, so now we're more or less heading of 060.
Huh.
Okay. There you go. Actually, I'm going to let you just kind of fly it for a little bit while I manage radios for a second.
To the north, inbound.
Voice is going to be, actually I'm going to do this. Oh, come on. Messed something up. I don't know how to operate this thing, apparently. Sure. Okay. Now. Ground tower 118.1. Enter. Okay.
Landing and departing runway 28 right. Notices to airmen. Runway 28 left closed. Taxiway Bravo closed between taxiway Delta and East Arm Durham. Taxiway Charlie closed south of runway 10 left 28 right. Runway 10 right ILS out of service. Attention. Due to the close proximity of the runways, ensure that you are lined up for the correct runway. All aircraft show landing light on final. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Okay, we have information Lima.
Was the air terminal arrival departure information Lima 0153 Zulu.
Bravo traffic,
300
helicopter
at
47
4.
November.
300 Okay, Lima 100 at 4.
Bravo.
Okay. So go ahead and take us to a heading of 064, if you could. It's a little bumpy, isn't it?
Yep.
Golf traffic,
064, right?
departing 1 2, 11 crossway departure to the north. Hello, traffic, helicopter 47 November is crossing Midfield at 3000 north to south, going to be entering a left downline. Hello.
Then what we're going to do, we're 20 miles out, so, okay, so we're going to switch this, and then ground is 121.7. There we go, right, I should remember that. Okay, we have information Lima. Winds are 3-0, so they're not too bad. And we are on COM 2. And we are 20 miles to the west. West-southwest really is where we're at. That bearing doesn't seem correct. Oh, yeah, that's taking us there. I just don't know where we are in the valley, I guess. Tampa Airport's over here. Yeah, Boise Airport's going to be straight ahead of us.
So which bearing is...
This is the bearing to Boise. This is a desired.
Got it.
This is what's going to take us to here. This is what we're actually doing, as is this. As is that. Big Sky approach, Cessna 4464 Romeo, 18 miles to the west-southwest, inbound at 4,800, information Lima.
Cessna 4464 Romeo, Big Sky approach, squawk 0221.
0221, 64 Romeo. Okay, so we are abeam the numbers. This is where we set up for landing. Go extra rich, carb heat on, and throttle back to 1500. And when we find the wide arc, go 1, 2, 3. There's one notch of flaps, and anticipate a headwind here, or a headwind component. And another notch of flaps. At 78, and we are high. Okay, flaps help us come down.
Yes, they do, Joe.
So this little guy right here, remind me to tell you about him when I'm not so busy. Can you see him out my window right here?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. was a little eager to get back over to this runway because I am still high and I am fast. I've got some speed to bleed off here. We're going to float for a while.
Wow.
Beautiful landing, if I do say so myself.
That was it, huh?
That was
Big
it.
road.
And see, this is what's fun. There's Alaska Airlines there. There's the Warthogs over there.
Oh, wow. Okay, and they just let you do that.
Yeah. You can't do that at Salt Lake. But around here you can.
Romeo, when able, ident, say altitude.
Ident. Okay, abeam the numbers. Mixture goes rich, carb heat comes on. Power comes back to 1500. And I think we'll do one touch and go and then full stop and call it good for tonight. Come on, wide arc. 1001, 1002, 1003. One notch of flaps and Nampa traffic, Skyhawk 64 Romeo, turning base, runway 11 Nampa. Oh, this plane is such a pleasure to fly. And always looking for straight ins.
You fly a plane if it wasn't a pleasure to fly?
Nampa traffic, Skyhawk 64 Romeo, turning final, runway 11 Nampa.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, I mean, yeah, but this one in particular just, it is nice to fly. Okay, carb heat goes in, we won't make that mistake again. We're fast again. I think this thing glides better than the planes that I'm used to. We're way down the runway. Float, float, float. Okay, I've got to do one, maybe two more of those. I've got to get used to this plane. I think it has a better glide ratio than the one I'm used to. Because I just don't lose altitude. I keep coming in high. I don't lose altitude like I expect to. We are abeam. I'm going to give myself a little more room this time. Mixture goes rich, carb heat comes on, throttle comes back to 1500. And there's the wide arc, 1001, 1002, 1003. And there we go. There's 86. Let's hold closer to 85. Nampa traffic, Skyhawk 64 Romeo, turning base, runway 11 Nampa. I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, it's all the radio work, I'm sure.
That's exactly why. That's the only reason I got into flying. And I'm going to start this turn a little quicker this time. Now pay attention this time to these lights on the side of the runway. They're both white now. Those are called PAPIs.
Which direction you're coming in at?
They represent a 3-degree glide slope. If you've got one red, one white, you're on a 3-degree glide slope. We're above a 3-degree glide slope right now, which is how I've always been taught to come in. Oh, nice stable approach though. I just can't slow this doggone thing down though. Flaps, we're gonna get all the flaps out on this sucker. There we go. There we go. Hold it off. Hold it off. Nice smooth landing. There we go.